So here it is, Bleach is back for the first episode of the third core, The Conflict, the 1,000-Year Blood War. This season will definitely be a conflict. There will be a lot of fights, and it's gonna finally get to points where it's gonna be amazing. But for the most part, I can't really say too much about this one episode. Being the first episode, it did try to retrace everything that happened in the end of the last season. And I would say about half this episode was pretty much a rehash of seeing stuff we kind of already saw a little bit here and there from other perspective, as I talked about Yoriichi and Ichigo as they were heading to the Soul King Palace. Overall, the parts that were new were pretty good. Like, I mean, just to see the dance scene from Ichiban and the defeat and downfall of the Squad Zero members. So make sure you guys like the video, make sure you guys are subscribed, because this is going to be a pretty amazing season this go around, and we'll definitely be covering a lot of anime this season. But I don't know how long this review will be, because there's really not a lot to touch up on, with the fact that, like I said, half of the episode was stuff from last season. There was definitely some more new stuff in this case. Now, we will definitely be doing like we did before, where we talk about the differences between the actual animation and the manga. There wasn't a lot of differences. This whole battle between Squad Zero and going against Iryu, that stuff was brand new, because in the manga, it actually doesn't even show how Squad Zero died or lost. It doesn't really go into detail. So a lot of the Squad Zero members giving up their powers for this girl to use her Bankai and just basically just one-shots everyone. But then Iryu is the one that's able to break free and defeat her. So all of that was brand new. It's like, oh, we get more screen time with Iryu and his powers as his eyes were fluctuating, and looks like he has a lot of Quincy powers to manifest and produce, but it looks like he was still trying to control it all. So let me get this out of the way. I've discussed this before. I have looked at the manga and have read the manga years ago, almost a decade ago, but a very, very, very long time ago, when it first was revealed and first came out. This is back when Bleach was doing the animation, but it was like the very end of the actual show itself, where they just kind of cut it short and then didn't do the 1,000-Year Blood War. And I was like, oh, well, one of these days, I guess we'll get it animated, but you know, never knew if it was or not. And yet again, here we are. We actually are going to get it animated. So here with the conflict, there's going to be a lot of fights and a lot of things happening that is going to be monumental. But they're definitely going to add more scenes to a lot of fights that I believe are coming up, because whenever you take a manga and make it visual, you can like go through several volumes in the manga in one episode that is visual. So I am looking forward to a lot of these fights, especially when they add in more scenes, which I envision to happen, but we shall see what they decide to do. So here we are. You watch clearly beats everybody as he's opened his eyes and pretty much is able to see the future, a broken power that is, and has no problems like, oh, I know where you're gonna be, what you're gonna do, and how you're gonna say things, and just clearly just murks everyone and moves on to the Soul King. Now, the significance of the Soul King, we got a little bit information about the Soul King ties all the worlds together. Yawatch is saying that it's his father, which I guess you could, I don't know if it's truly his father or if it's more like the Soul King being the producer of everything, that he's everyone's father. I think the best thing right now, as far as to kind of go a little bit over, as we normally do, the opening and closing of this amazing anime, because both of them are pretty fire. This season, I'm not going to break down as I normally do, like each moment as far as like, you know, second by second, because I kind of know a lot of stuff that's going to happen, and I think it's going to take a lot of joy away if I try to do that. But I will say that the opening has a few things going for it. One, full of spoilers, and I can't sit there and try to be like, hey, maybe this is going to happen or that's going to happen, because I kind of know a little bit. So I will say I do love the art style that they've done, how it's pretty much the Bleach aesthetic being black and white, but then little parts are in color. And they, of course, those little parts that are in color make the whole scene profound. And it's like, wow, they really did a really good job, of course, with the music in the background. The ending song, Monochrome, is so pleasant to the ears. It's such a great song. I definitely have to, I definitely got to hear the rest of that, like the full song, and see how it is. The art style that they've used for the ending with all the characters, there's even spoilers in that, so I can't really talk too much about it. So I apologize, but let's just say this season is going to be absolutely amazing and be a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to it. Lord knows I definitely would love to break down and talk more about the ending and what they've done here, but that will definitely be spoilers, and I don't want to do that. Overall, great episode, and I am looking forward to the rest of the season. Ichigo coming into the scene, going after you watch. The best things I can really say is I am really looking forward to how they plan on implementing visually everything that's in the manga, and how these fights are going to be more expanded, because it's definitely not going to be the same that it is written. It's one thing when you actually see something, but visually having added information, there's just so much that's going to be amazing. But I will definitely give a better comprehensive of differences when we get a full episode, full, you know, of new things, and not necessarily rehashed of what happened at the end of the last Cour. So overall, Soul King under attack, Ichigo going to save, going to confront your watch and Iryu and everybody else. What's going to happen there? And we're going to have an amazing, wonderful, and probably some of the best of Bleach that has ever happened. So Bleach is back, and it's gonna be absolutely fire. So sit back, relax, and make sure you guys check out all of the reviews that we discuss as far as for Bleach and other anime here on the channel. Make sure you like the video, make sure you guys subscribe, because we will definitely go in more detail when we have more information. So sit back, relax, Bleach is back, baby. You have a good one. You guys be safe, and Lord willing, I will see you next time. Bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.